So sentence number 32. All right, sentence number 32. Uh, we'll start with the translation. Okay. The sentence over here is तुम 3 साल पहले कहाँ रहते थे? Okay, तुम 3 साल पहले कहाँ रहते थे? So now look at this sentence. It seems as if it is a past perfect one, but what I feel is this is not only past perfect, this is past perfect continuous because it is also adding a time frame to it. So you will translate it, and then again it's a question, it's an interrogative sentence. Where had you been living? All right. I won't write where had you lived. Where had you been living? Before 3 years or 3 years ago. A few students write 3 as a number, numeric. Make sure you write this as a spelling, okay? Do not write 3, do not write the number 3. Where had you been living 3 years ago? Okay, moving on to the next one. जब मैं घर पहुंचा तो मेरा भाई जा चुका था. Now, this is also the sentence. These type of sentences had been done earlier, and I told you that a few more are there for your practice. You need to follow the similar pattern. First part of the sentence would be simple past, and the next part of the sentence would be past perfect. Okay, okay, here. So, जब मैं घर पहुंचा. Okay, जब मैं घर पहुंचा. In this sentence, you need to write when. I'm sorry, it's not writing. When I reached home. Okay, now next part of the sentence. तो मेरा भाई जा चुका था. When I reached home, my brother had gone. Okay, look at the condition here. I'll explain it to you. See, here, after when, this part of the sentence is basically simple past. You understand? And this part of the sentence over here is past perfect. So this is how uh, you translate such sentences. All right, let's go to the third one. Sentence number 34. Sentence number 34. अपने बड़ों और असातिज़ा का अदब कीजिए. A little bit of changes here. The similar sentence was done yesterday. Okay, and it's an imperative sentence. It's you don't have to see the tense over here. It's an order. So you would say respect your elders and teachers. Got it? Respect your elders and teachers. Okay. Look at this sentence. दरख्त पर खजूर पक चुके हैं. Now see, there's a famous word in English for this पक चुके हैं. They use ripe. Okay. As you can, you see this word over here, ripe. Ripe is basically used, but there's one thing which I need to discuss with you, and that is there's a word here saying the word is ripe actually, but I won't use the word ripe because ripe is an adjective. It is mostly used as an adjective. We need to write a verb. All right, and the verb is basically ripen. So, and here you need to use the third form, the past participle, because This sentence is a present perfect. So you will write dates. I'm sorry, it's not writing. Dates have ripened on the tree. Got it? Uh, just one thing you need to remember, this verb. Do not use ripe over here. Ripe is mostly used as an adjective. Ripened. Ripen is a verb, then ripened as past participle form, because this sentence is a present perfect sentence. Now, when you are doing translation sentences, you need to keep tenses in mind. It automatically polishes your tenses again. But you need to make sure you remember all the forms of tenses. Okay. हमने कल एक ज़रूरी फार्म की सैर की. Simple past, okay? Simple past. So in simple past, what would you say? हमने, we, you can say we visited an agricultural farm for picnic, or we went to an agricultural farm for picnic, because for sair ki, actually, the word is basically picnic. You can write we visited, sorry, we visited an agricultural farm yesterday. Okay, yesterday. And if you're writing visited, then I think you don't need to write picnic separately. Visited, sair ki, this verb for sair ki over here is visited, and it's seems fine. If you have anything else in your mind, you can share. What I feel here is visited. Visited seems fine, because in the previous sentence they had written हम कल एक जरी farm की सैर को गए. So in that the word gaye was there, and for that we have a word visited, and then we used for sair over there we use the word picnic separately. But here there is no other verb, so instead of using picnic separately, it seems appropriate if you just write visited once. Okay. अच्छा, जब मैं स्कूल पहुंचा घंटी बज चुकी थी. Now look at this. Look at this. This is again the kind of sentence which we did over here. Sentence number 33. Similar form of tenses should be used over here. जब मैं स्कूल पहुंचा. Okay, now you must have got it. When I reached the school, घंटी बज चुकी थी. Okay, ring, rang, rung. The third form, or the past participle form of ring. So the bell had rung basically, or we also use the word gone for this. When a bell had rung, you say bell has gone, or a bell had gone. The bell had gone. The proper word, okay, if you translate it, it is the bell had rung. But basically, when mm, the bell rings, you say, oh, the bell has gone. Okay, so here you will say, when I reached the school, the bell had gone. Okay, but I think if you write rung, you might get marks for the bell had rung also. Okay, क्या तुम अगले साल नई गाड़ी खरीदोगे? Simple future sentence. Do not confuse yourselves. Do not confuse yourselves. Will you buy or purchase? Both are correct. Will you buy a new car next year? All right, children, will you buy a new car next year? That's a very simple sentence. पाकिस्तान इस्लामी दुनिया का एक अहम मुल्क है. Okay, Pakistan. Now it's a kind of a statement where you simply write this: Pakistan is an important country or important COUNTRY country of the Islamic world. Or Pakistan is an important nation of the Islamic world. Pakistan is an important country of the Islamic world. Okay. Uh, Coming to the next sentence. मैं इस स्कूल में पिछले 5 साल से पढ़ रहा हूँ. Okay. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. I have been studying in this school for the past 5 years. Okay, I have been studying in the school for the past 5 years. This is how you translate this sentence. Just remember the formula again if you are saying. Don't write I have been studying in this school or I studied, I am studying in. Usually the mistake which is made by the boys is they write it as a present continuous sentence. When the time frame has been added, that is for the past 5 years, you need to make sure that the sentence is a perfect continuous sentence. Perfect continuous sentence can be a present perfect continuous sentence, a past perfect continuous sentence, or a future. In this case, it is a present perfect continuous sentence. So you will write, I have been studying in this school for the past 5 years. Coming on to the next one. तुम कल स्कूल क्यों नहीं आए थे? Now, just well, let me erase all this and I'll just try to explain one thing in this sentence. Okay, let me scroll this. Suppose in this sentence there is no word the over here. Okay, now how are you going to translate it? Then you will write, why didn't you come to school yesterday, or why didn't you attend school yesterday? This come as an easy word, so let's write come. Why didn't you come to school yesterday? This, in that case, or in this case, would have become a simple past interrogative sentence. But it isn't like that. There is also a word the over here. So we'll have to change this sentence and make it a past perfect interrogative sentence by writing, why hadn't you come to school yesterday? This is the one difference here which you need to keep in mind, because a common mistake in these kind of sentences is that students consider it as a simple past sentence and they write, why didn't you come to school? This is basically a past perfect sentence, and then you need to write an interrogative form for it. So you will write, why hadn't you come to school yesterday? All right. I hope this confusion is clear now. Sentence number 42. Sentence number 42 says, जब मैं पार्टी में पहुंचा कुछ मेहमान आ चुके थे. Similar one which you had done, and in this also you have to write the first part of the sentence as simple past. When I reached the party, or when I arrived at the party, when I reached the party, a few guests had come. Okay. जब मैं पार्टी में पहुंचा, when I reached the party, कुछ मेहमान आ चुके थे, a few guests had come. And the last one, I think the same sentence was there earlier, but never mind, we'll translate it once again. But this conditional sentence is a bit different from the previous one. Here, the first part of the sentence is going to be uh, simple present, and the next part of the sentence is going to be simple future, as we had done earlier. अगर तुम वक्त पर आओगे, if you come on time, तो मैं तुम्हें घर पर मिलूंगा. I shall or I will. In writings, it is better if you use shall with I and we. I shall meet you at home. Okay. मैं तुम्हें घर पर मिलूंगा. I shall meet you at home. If you come on time, I shall meet you at home. So, or you'll find me at home. But anyway, in this case, you will find me at home, or you shall find me at home. But let's write meet you at home. And this is the end of this exercise here.